Hi, you must know this person, right? That's correct. It's President Trump, or the individual who publicly demanded the Nobel Peace Prize not too long ago. If you know about him, you have likely seen these headlines too. Familiar, right? Several countries, including China, Taiwan, India, South Africa, or Venezuela, in the most recent cases, have pointed out and criticized US government for the unnecessary interference in the internal affairs. This leads to an important question. What gives President Trump or the US government the power to interfere in other countries' internal matters? The primary reason is influence. The US holds great significant power over global trade and plays a major role in international organizations such as UN, NATO, and the IMF. The US dollar has been the standard global trade currency for over 17 years now. But how did the US become superpower we see today? After World War II, most of the world was damaged or bankrupt. The US was not. Its industries remained intact, its military was dominant, and its economy was booming. This is when it stepped into global leadership role. To understand further, we can rewind a little back in history. The World War One and Two. While much of the world was caught up in power struggles, US remained safe because of its geography. Bordered by oceans and far from the main battle zones, at the same time it experienced rapid industrialization, which led to massive economic boom. By supplying weapons, equipment, and resources to the allied nations, the US became to known as the arsenal of power. After the wars, it led the creation of major global institutions such as UN, IMF, and NATO. The question then arises that is this power legal? Sometimes US involvement is carried out through UN or informal international agreements. Other times, it is justified using terms such as national security or preemptive actions. In these cases, the validity remains controversial and is often debated. The next question arises is the United States always right? Absolutely not. But then again, is it always wrong? Also, no. In many ways, the US operates like a massive corporation with an unlimited budget and a global boardroom. And this brings us to the most crucial question. We have heard the justifications, we have heard the causes, but should power be judged by its intentions or by its consequences?